excited. I'm ready to laugh. I've heard a lot of good things. I'm sure a lot of you have too. You guys are definitely in for a treat. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring them on up here. Ian Douglas Terry. All right. Hey now.
So much. Thank you. Keep it going, everybody. This is great. This is so fun. I'm not really a comedian. I'm a male model, so it's going to be really awkward. But I'll just stand here and look real cool. No, this is fun. I want to tell you guys something. I recently moved to Denver from Omaha, Nebraska. Have you guys heard of that place? Oh, yeah. All right. A lot of 311 fans in here. Cool. All right. And then my parents came and visited from Nebraska. And they came, what do you think the first thing my parents, who are both retired school teachers, by the way, not bragging, what do you think the first thing they wanted to do when they got to Denver, Colorado was? One time someone yelled, hiking. It's like, yeah, that's exactly where I want to take my parents that are both in their 60s that have lived in the flattest place in the world for their entire lives. Actually, that'd be a pretty good get-rich-quick scheme. Just take them up to the mountains, lose them there. That'd be great, right? That's sad. Okay. No, yes. Whoever said dispensary was 100% correct. They wanted to go there super bad. Like, I was like, do you guys want to see my apartment? Maybe check it out. And they're like, no, we know it's terrible. Everywhere you live is gross. You dress like an idiot. Your apartment's going to be stupid. Like someone was sad about that. No, you look like the Big Bang Theory's drug dealer. You look cool. No, so I took them to a dispensary, and it was just so interesting because neither of them had smoked drugs. Is that what people say? I don't know. Since like the 60s. So this was like, they're about to go on the craziest spring break ever and just lose themselves. And like my mom, she was just fired up. She was just like shaking. She was so excited. And like she kept wanting to smell everything. Like she's like, what's that? I want to smell that. What is that, electric wizard? Bring it right here. I want to smell it. What's that keychain smell like? Give me the keychain. And then like my dad was standing back like 10 paces the entire time, just kind of like casing the place, like just waiting for them to cancel the legal marijuana. Like he's like ready for it. Like all of a sudden I'm gonna pull a gun and badge out and be like, get on the ground, Doug. I've been on the longest sting operation ever. 33 years of pretending to be your disappointing son. That's fun. They wound up buying edibles of the cookie variety. Yeah, you guys are into that. Parents eating cookies, hanging out. But they bought like way more than I've ever bought, and I have nothing going on. So it's kind of scary. And then they got a cabin in Estes Park, and I didn't hear from them for a month. And like the only thing I saw was my dad just made a post on Facebook. He's cool. He's a cool dad. He's got a Facebook dad. And it just said, "These cookies rule," with a bunch of exclamation points. So they're all right. They're okay. That's what I was worried about mostly. I don't want to brag to you guys and people on television and the senators, but the last job I successfully held down was as a mascot. I know. If you guys want to like carry me out into the streets and celebrate, that's fine. I know. Like you look at me, you see the sportsman's body. Obviously, I'm going to be a mascot. It was at the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska, which, if you've never been, it's a bunch of sunburned Southern people being furious that they're in Omaha, Nebraska. And, was I a mascot for a team? Nope, nothing that fancy. I was a mascot for a cable company called Cox Cable. That's a regional reference, not here, there. What was I, a rooster? Maybe a phallus? Something fun for the kids? I was an astronaut. I was just in an inflatable astronaut costume for 12 hours a day in 100-degree heat. Yeah, I know you guys think mascots, they're like the coolest dudes. They just make tons of money and meet all the babes. It was me in my underwear sweating in a giant astronaut for 12 hours a day. Now I gotta explain this, the costume. I'm a professional theater actor, so it's a costume. The eye holes were up here, like just above, so I had to do this, right? The armholes were down here. Okay, well that's interesting. Like I couldn't figure out what kind of person it was made for, assuming it was one of the Space Jam aliens. So I'm in this thing, and the manager, he was a British guy. That's just a weird aside that a British man yelled at me. he told me, oh, you can run around, do some flips, maybe like have fun, jump. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to do this. So now picture me as a giant astronaut doing this for 12 hours a day. Pretty cool, right? And I'm doing this, and things keep hitting me, like randomly hitting me. Mostly it was drunk teenagers. But every once in a while it was just a child's head hitting the crotch of the giant astronaut person. So I'm probably on like a list now. I don't know how that works. It's a weird thing. And I saw one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, and I don't say that, it's not hyperbole. Maybe I haven't seen very many funny things. Maybe I live in an igloo, I don't know. But I saw a man, a shirtless man, if you need to know everything, be denied entry to a beer tent. Yeah, maybe you've seen that before. I haven't. I thought beer tents were like fair play where you could just start fires and paint your face and go nuts. But this guy got denied entry to this beer tent right across from where we were with our astronauts and ripping people off with terrible cable service. Don't worry, it's a different one. And this guy was furious. He was like as upset as I got when my favorite brunch place closed upset, which is pretty mad. And all of a sudden, he just made a t-shirt appear out of his pocket. It was a Seven Dust t-shirt, if that matters. And puts it on and just marches right into the beer tent unopposed. Now what's important about this is 4 hours later, he comes out of the beer tent stumbling, shirt instantly comes off, and he sees me doing this and comes straight at me, just straight for the astronaut man. And I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be a weird Craigslist missed connection that I have to deal with. This will be fun. And he comes up to me, he just goes, y'all charge me too much for cable. And I'm just like, I don't think that's how customer service works, number one. And number two, is that how cable works? Is there an astronaut? I don't know. I steal everything off the internet. Maybe there is. Maybe he has to go up to space and see how many gigabytes people are using, then come back down. And so I just keep doing this because, again, professionally trained actor, keeping it real, just keeps in character. And I look at his body. Big mistake. Never look at a drunk man's body. That's big. That's just a weird thing. But he had a tattoo right here that just said art. Which I love. Listen, I love Daria. I love art. I get it. But the font he chose for this tattoo looked like gummy worms spelling out the word art, which is like, oh, you're a Buckcherry fan. I get this. And I start laughing. And I was laughing because another part of this suit was a giant fan attached to my hip that was blowing hot air in my face. And I figured no one could hear me in this thing. I'm trapped. What it did was blew the laughter out to this man. And the astronaut that charges him too much for cable is now mocking him and laughing at him. So he pulls back to punch me. And I'm like, well, man, maybe I'll get like a break. This will be nice. Just lay down for a while. And he ends up just going, you know what? You ain't even worth it. And walks off. I know, that's sad, right? Who would turn their back on a cool astronaut? And like, I've been humiliated a lot. I look like this. And like, I've been, there's a lot of letdowns in life. Lots of bummers, lots of sad things that happen. But 30 seconds later, when that guy got hit by a golf cart, that's when I knew the world's the best place ever. It's like, yep, all right. Try explaining that to the cable company. I want to tell you guys about this. I want to connect with you. I'm just up here trying to look like a cool bad boy. But I feel like we should be best friends, and we should be friends on the internet. We should share moments in life. Here's something everyone can relate to. Raise your hand if you've ever had a bad breakup over the Beach Boys song Kokomo. For those of you watching at home, everyone's hands are up, because this is a universal thing. I'm not saying that the song Kokomo is the best Beach Boys song. That's insane. Pet Sounds and Sloop John B are where it's at. We can all agree on that. But you gotta sometimes listen to Kokomo. Sometimes you have to go just eat a dirty old cheeseburger. Like, that's how life goes. You have to have garbage to have fun. And this girlfriend I had, amazing person, great person. But one night she decided to tell me that she hated the Beach Boys song Kokomo more than anything ever. And I'm like, well, that's obviously hyperbole. Again, you hate racism less than Kokomo? Come on. Come on, Becky. So and she made the mistake, because I like to enjoy things ironically. Obviously, I look like this. I got these and this and that and this gut. And like, I don't want someone to tell me I can't enjoy something, ironically. So what I did was I made sure the song Kokomo became an important part of my life from then forward. I would constantly be playing it in the car, burned a CD with just Kokomo on it, over and over. Changed my ringtone to Kokomo, changed her ringtone to Kokomo. And then like it escalated, like we were making love. People do that, it's allowed, don't be weird. And I'd be like, we're gonna get there fast, but I'm gonna take it slow. That's where we wanna go. And she was getting upset, she was getting mad at me. And then it all escalated when I got down on one knee, had like a weirdly large box that I presented to her. She opened it up and it was the Cocktail soundtrack on CD. I'm not cheap. And so she left me, and it was like sad. It was a real bad breakup. I mean, we both cheated on each other a lot, but I'm pretty sure it was like the Kokomo thing that really killed it. Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys about this, and then I'm gonna leave because I'm real sweaty up here. Denim's like a good choice to make if you want to look cool, but not if you don't want to like sweat a lot in front of strangers. I know, Bob Seger lied to you. It's not that cool. Recently, does my hair look okay? Cool. Recently, I went, this is a weird story, but I'm gonna tell it anyways. I don't know why I said recently. I used to have a normal person's job, if you guys can believe that. Like in an office, like the TV show The Office, yeah. Like, in this job, I had to wear khaki pants and tuck my shirt in, which is like real weird. Like you look at me, I look like, you think well, I'm like a manager at Hot Topic or something cool. Maybe I work at a Hard Rock Cafe. Like, no, but I worked in like a normal office and I had to wear khaki pants and tuck my shirt in, which this is what that looks like. This is not a good look. This looks like Alfred Hitchcock's face. It's not cool. And khaki, I don't know if you guys know this about khaki, you probably do, but khaki's the narc of the fabric world. Like you can't do anything in khaki pants. Like, oh, did you kneel on the ground for 30 seconds? Yeah, I can tell you're wearing khaki pants. But I was in this office job and it was fine, it was great. There were like 8 ladies named Kathy there, real fun bunch. But the best part of this job is I got to leave for 30 minutes a day, an hour if I went to a 4-year school, don't worry, I already know. And this particular day I was real fired up to go to lunch, super fired up, real excited. I had to pee. I'm sorry, I pee sometimes, you guys. It's an embarrassing thing. If you haven't done it, please drink water. But I'm in there, doing that, it's real hot, real fun, splashing around, having a good time. And I pull the khakis up just a little too fast. And I get like this circle of urine, like right where my penis is. Like right where. And this ruined like my lunch plans because I was gonna go to the gas station and eat a gas station salad for lunch. Because that's my idea of working out. It's like, oh, you do CrossFit? Yeah, I eat lettuce and the guy with neck tattoos yelled at all day. So I couldn't go to the gas station. I just go straight to a KFC and I get the bowl of food and I pull right into the parking lot. So it's like, I'm not gonna make any friends in there. I'm not gonna make any more gravy mistakes back at the office. I'm eating this in my car like a gentleman. So I'm sitting in my car getting ready to eat it. KFC puts the spork in packaging now in case you're not like destitute or mad at yourself and eating at KFC. And I break the top off the spork while I'm opening it because I'm ripped, but whatever. And this is easy. Just go into KFC, get a new spork. Still got that stain right there. It's not going anywhere for like a month. I don't do laundry a lot. So I wind up just scooping the food out with the broken handle of a spork, which sounds like a Kid Rock song, I know. And I'm doing that, just getting gravy, and it's a mess. It's not good. It's getting all over my car. And then Night Moves by Bob Seger comes on my shuffle, and I start crying. I have an immediate, real weird, visceral reaction to it, because it's like, this song is about cool teenagers making love. And I'm crying, and there's gravy, and I look to the left, and there's a guy in a car next to me just staring. Like with every ex-girlfriend's face all combined, just angry and upset with me, all at once. It's like, well, this guy doesn't know the rules of eating in your car in a fast food establishment's parking lot. There's very clear rules. I'll tell you right now, it's the same rules as watching a porno tape with your friends. Here we go. Rule number 1, no eye contact. Rule number 2, plenty of space. Rule number 3, if Kevin's parents come downstairs, everyone pretends they're sleeping. Thank you guys very much. You've been so much fun.